Hello. Uh, Sorry for the lack of videos from my last one until now. I hope you are all staying safe during this whole virus craziness, which, you can imagine has taken up a bit of my time. So I went back through things that I had posted, and people were like, oh, how do you do this? And this is the one that I came up with the most requests for, and it's something like this that I make it all the time. It is a lavender, this one's lilac. Amethyst with little carved crystals on top, and then rock going on inside. So that, I have another one here. They usually sell out pretty quickly. These were actually set aside for someone. I have to actually get those to them. They usually sell out pretty quickly after I make them. The good thing about this, despite the whole complicated crystals part, is that it does not require precise lines or anything, and you can just kind of throw it in because rocks are like that, unless, you get one of those ones with the really straight lines through it that are ultra cool looking. So I have here, this is triple butter, or yeah, the 3 butters Crafter's Choice base, and it's got activated charcoal in it, and what the fuck, where is that? Super Sparkle White Diamond Crafter's Choice White Mica to give it that rockiness. And then I just went less mica in this one. Charcoal. More mica. Always more mica. And then same in here. Just white without any color, but I did do the mica. Then I've got some gold here because I wanted to embellish upon my last design. We'll hope that goes okay. And this purple that's all solid, but that's not till last anyway. So that is what I'm doing. I take these, here, I'll just try to, I should have done like a video of, my knife is all disgusting. I just kind of carve a piece, like, get it to look like a diamond, or a crystal, or whatever. Okay, so I did that, and it takes approximately 1 billion years to do it. You must, fucking put on a good movie or something when you're doing it. Also, I'm using Lavender Martini from Nature's Garden. It is an odd smell, but a great smell. It has the smell of like a martini and flowers. It's got like a gin smell and like some floral, obviously, because lavender, and then like some zesty, lemony, orangey. Like, it's pretty cool. I like it. It treads a very fine line between the masculine and the feminine. So, we're gonna start like I've done here. We did some gray here, dark gray, and then just let it get less, and then white, and then eventually I'm skipping this, and I'm gonna add gold, little flecks, lines, veins, I guess, in the rock face. I don't know. I don't know if that's how it looks, like, in nature, but, it's gonna fucking look that way today. Alright. Scrapey. There we go. Getting all that crap off the side. So I see, it's probably one of, like, the most, tutorialed things on, YouTube, is I see a lot of people, doing, like, amethyst soap, tutorials, and a lot of them are great, but they lack a little bit of realism that I crave when I make soap. So this is chunky, and I don't care, because it's actually going to help me a little bit. It's going to give me a texture, you know what I mean? So I've seen people do straight lines of colors of purple for amethyst soap, and I just kind of think like that, well, that's cool, but it's not really how rocks are, is it? So we'll just kind of see. Well, that one's a little bit cooler. I'm gonna pour from a higher distance and let it get down there a little bit. I'm gonna see, you can see some peeking out. It'll be good. Alright, gonna let that layer solidify just a little bit so I can pour on top of it again. Okay, this is a little bit solid, but not entirely. This is lumpies under it, which is nice. So I'm doing like the exact same thing again, but just making it messy. This is not my usual olive oil that gives me my beautiful swirls that I love so much. This shit runs. So I have to kind of... Nope, not white. Oh, could have been a disaster. Gray. chunkies. There we go.
Ew.
Yeah, it was gross. So I'm just kind of trying to give it like a legit swirly appearance. But we're going to do a little thing, and I'm hoping it doesn't look like absolute garbage. But we're going to do some ribbons of gold in here. Oh yeah, and this gold and the purple I'm using are clear Life of the Party glycerin, just regular. When my Hobby Lobby said they were closing down, I was like, yeah, no. I must buy all of your soap bags. Try to see if we can just do like a little bit on top of that. Is it a ghost town where you are right now? Because it's kind of weird being out here in New Hampshire. There's nothing, and I mean, there's obviously the essential people traffic and whatnot, but it's kind of weird. My Hobby Lobby's closed, and can't go to Michael's or Joann or nothing, and that's pretty much, you know, the extent of my travels, craft stores. All right, that's gonna need a minute, and then we're gonna pour a little more. Okay, give that a sec. It's pretty solid, but not too solid. Spray, spray. Speaking of spraying, how hard is it for you to find rubbing alcohol where you are right now? Is it a real bitch? Because it's a bitch here. Everywhere is out. It's kind of garbage. So I got a little frustrated and crazy. I don't normally drag sticks through my soap, but I don't like how that clumped up there. Move around. Come on, do stuff. That's what that made me think of. Alright, so there's some...
It looks like cursive.
Yeah, it kind of does. Megan.
Kind of.
So, what I have in my bottle here is actually 91%, but in my Merry Hunt, I was at the Dollar Tree, the lady says, yeah, we have isopropyl alcohol, and I was like, oh great, grab me some, please, and gives it to me, and it's 50%, and I was like, okay, you know what, that's fine. Then at a gas station, I got ethyl rubbing alcohol, 70%, in the most unexpected of places. And you know what? Both work for popping bubbles. But if you're sanitizing your surfaces and your work stuff, I would stick to your 91 or your 99. But just so you know, those do work for popping bubbles between layers and adhering and whatnot. If you find yourself with these random items too. Okay, we're gonna give this a sec. I'll probably do just a little bit more of the light gray, a little bit more gold. We're only gonna go 3/4 or so, because then we start wedging these bad boys in, down inside, and you need a little bit of room because this starts rising. Alrighty, we'll give that a sec. Okay. Spray. We're gonna do the light gray. Ew. Ew.
That was gross.
Yeah, it was. I'll put this out of the way because I'm limited workspace. I have 5 colors going on. So a couple of little, whoa, yeah, a couple just little, you know, just a gigantic swirl, that's fine. But I do intend to pour this white on top, so it might break it up a little bit. I kind of want the gray and the white to not be like so liney, like a gradual, you know what I mean? Okay. Get in there, shit. Alright. Alright. See, that looks kind of cool. It's like reflection-y, but you can kind of look at it and it almost has like a marble thing going on in the mold already. Okay. So, thinking I can probably... I had to switch molds, by the way. My amazing molds that I had talked about in other videos that I couldn't find anywhere else. Got excited thinking I got them. No, I didn't. So I had to get used to having wider bars. This one was made in my skinny mold, and you can tell it's not the same. I'll find it again eventually. Alright, I'm going to give this a sec, and then we're going to do another little bit of layer of white just to have something to stick my shards to. Alright, so my rotund self is sitting now. Because I'm going to be doing some placement of things. I used to like fast forward through things. I'm going to do a little bit of this here first. When I was doing like a really boring, tedious thing. Because like when I don't know, like I guess I kind of always assume that people are going to look at a bar of soap and be able to reverse engineer it the way I am. Like, and I guess not everybody's like that. So, try to, you know, do the whole thing for everyone. So you can pause it and be like, what is she doing there? Okay, so this is fun. Real fun. Okay, so you kind of go from like a white to like a purple pretty quick. I don't know if I should like give this a sec to set up first, or if I should like maybe just a little bit firmer so they're not sinking into it. Actually, that's really not all that deep. Should I do like a layer of the clear first to give them less?
Oh, this is your thing. I'm just a cameraman.
Alright, I'm going to put a little bit of purple here so it's not
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, completely stupid. As I sit here deliberating on camera, looking like I know what I'm doing for a minute, and then people are like, what? She don't even know. Okay. So, you're going to have soap rising. So, it's important to kind of watch that as you go. And you might get messy. These are shards. As you're carving these, if you do carve them yourself, because you can get, like, I have a mold for these, but I mean, like, maybe I'm just biased here, but I really think mine look like a million times better. Just saying. So, as you're carving them, you know, just like cutting off little chunks here, hold on to your little chunks. That's what I do. So, and even these little shards will need alcohol. And they are just kind of filler, too, for you. So, don't do too many at first, though, because you won't be able to get down to the wet soap. So, I always kind of work from the corners first, because I got some real beefy pieces here that I was like, what the fuck? Oops, something stuck there. And try to, as you're putting them in, not make them all sticking straight up. You want them to look sort of organic in nature, like they're jutting out in all directions. I mean, it's hard because you're working with a straight up and down mold, but what are you going to do? It's hard. I'm trying. See, like jagged. And if they're not, like, you know, it's going to look silly in the mold. Like, there's one of those things you got to, like, let go of the anxiety about things looking silly in the mold, because like oh my god, I made something last week and it was so, I was so worried it was going to look dumb. I almost just stopped making it, but you know, quarantine will make you see your project through, because what else are you going to be doing right now, right? So and it actually came out pretty okay, so don't abandon your projects that maybe you're looking a bit silly. I'm using this clear to kind of like glue my pieces in. It's kind of funky. And some of these are going to get sliced into when you cut it. You can be aware, on my old molds I had little lines. I haven't gotten around to doing that yet. It took me like 2 years of owning those to actually do that, so let's just wait another 2 years because I just got these. So, I am still essential as far as working goes, even though I am a school bus driver, and what the fuck, get in there. There's no school. We have started delivering the school lunches to the bus stops that we already have. And it made more sense for our drivers to just drive their routes, and, you know, we know the kids, we know where to stop, etc., etc., where to pull over and stuff. So, I've been doing that. It's only like an hour a day, though, and company's still paying us for the time being, which is really cool. I know not everybody is as fortunate right now, and hang in there. So what have you been doing other than soap to pass the time, huh? TV? Food? Yes. I've been doing soap, obviously, and I've also been doing some painting, because I am also a painter. I maybe will take that out at some point and show you my latest masterpiece, just because, you know, I don't get enough attention through YouTube or any pictures in any soap groups or anything. I should shamelessly show off my painting.
Always. What better time to plug your art and your crafts than when you can't leave your house and there's nothing else to do?
Yeah, pretty much. Alright, we're going to put in some more of our filler here, because we got a couple of naked spots. Naked. I knew somebody when I was a kid who literally said naked, like, instead of naked, and I was like, am I saying this wrong?
Yeah, someone says it with such confidence, you're like, who's wrong here?
Yeah, is it naked? Has it been naked my whole life? Yeah, that was funny. It was like an old guy my parents knew. That explains it. You know what's funny? Like, some of the pronunciation of, like, older people, like, their dialects come through a little more. Like, my grandfather always says diaper instead of diaper. I just thought it was the cutest thing. Or the couple of bus drivers I work with that say elementary instead of elementary. It's just funny. Dialects are cool. Alright. This is getting kind of...
Solid.
It's bowing at the side, so I'm like, could you not? Alright. This mold. I will get my molds back someday. I'm trying to think if I got room to pour. You know what? This got all gross and looking like jelly on me, so I'm going to microwave that. Be right back. Alright. Took that a sec. A kid came in the house. I banished my kids outside because it's nice out, and I'm sick of looking at them, you know? Well, they've been doing the remote learning and whatnot, which is fun.
This is their recess time. Physical education and all that. They were golfing a minute ago. So.
Yeah, and the cat was chasing it. It was funny. I'm going to try to... A couple more shardy bits. Shardy. That's a funny word. You know what? Copyright Megan 2020. Shardy. Okay. For the love of God, really? You know what's getting up there? It's probably getting...
It actually looks kind of bitchin'.
Yeah, so if you...
Not too extreme.
Yeah, the other ones I did, they were a little more towering, but then again, also, if you... Wow, it's like already solid. If you look down in the side, you can kind of see...
You might just need to add a bunch of that clear.
Yeah, that's what the clear is for. You kind of just let it...
Rest.
Huh?
To give you the rest of it.
Yeah. So... But I try not to let it... You can actually kind of roll it around. I don't want it to lose any of my...
Rocks.
My points on my... Because that'll happen. If you fill too much, you'll lose some points. But you can go back after you cut your individual bars of soap and be like, oh, you know what? I like that. You know what I mean? Because I do that. I kind of sculpt them to the specifications I think are cool. These sell really well at craft fairs, and I usually make them 5 or 6 at a time, and usually I have all of them, if save like 1 or 2, sell like within the first day of putting them online. So people like it. I don't know how the lavender martini will go over. It sounds like an odd smell, so it is the first time I'm using it for anything other than just my own stuff. Okay, so it's actually not too far from solid at the moment, so it shouldn't be a long wait today for this. I'm gonna actually do one of these here. I'm just kind of performing surgery here, there, and everywhere. There we go. Yep. Okay. And also make sure you are pushing them down into the soap, and not like letting it gush out, just giving them a good base to be, you don't want them to be wiggly, because when you cut it, they'll fall out. But obviously over time, when you use this, you wash, like chunks will fall out. They're pretty, they're functional and pretty, but eventually they'll not be as pretty with use. All right, let's let this get solid, and we shall cut her. Okay, it's looking solid. I'm a little bit unaccustomed to it being so wide, so like first few times I made something with this, I cut it open and it had soap spill out. So that was fun. This is the painting I referenced earlier. I remembered to grab it. It's Space. Took me 2 days, 2.5, somewhere in there. It is acrylic on a, I don't know, is this a 18 by 24 canvas? Who knows? Okay, let us cut with my big old knife. Oh god, please don't look dumb. Oh, that's cool! Has little chunky flecks in it. It's cool when you do swirls though, cause like they are all different. You're gonna end up cutting through some of your peaks here and whatnot, and some little pieces might get disconnected from what they had going on and fall. Ugh. Oh, that's more like it. You look really liney over there.
It kind of still looks like pretty natural though.
Yeah.
So things with rocks. Yes and no with lines. Both are correct.
See, there's little chunks in it. A little bit of. This is kind of cool there. And you got your amethysts jutting out. You can see them. They're pretty secure still. Cool. Let's see the side. Ugh. These are like way wider than I'm used to though. Like hardcore. Oh cool! Oh, I like how it does that little bit of a fade there. It's pretty.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
I like the gold. It brightens it up a little.
Yeah.
Alright, this one I'm just gonna cut in between because it's like. Ooh!
Nice.
That's cool.
That right there is very much rock-like. Nice.
Yeah, that's cool. And the last one.
End piece, that's gonna be in the shower later.
Cool. So to do. I don't even know if these are in your shot here. I like these.
Nice. One more shot of that painting though. Bye guys.